Hello everyone, I'm Chris. I'm a full-time AAA co-developer by day, and I run a one-developer indie game development studio called Gameon in my free time. For almost the past 4 years, I've been working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler for my indie studio called Field of Heroes that I hope to release next year. The development team includes just me and another studio I commissioned for hero, level, and other artwork needs called Meta3D Studios. I want to share with you how far the project has come, what was accomplished in 2025, and what's left to do before release. I came up with the idea for Field of Heroes in 2014 when I was teaching myself how behavior trees work in Unreal Engine in a project that I called Magic Battle Soccer. After a lot of work and learning, I managed to finish a very basic single-player prototype using mostly free marketplace assets for content. After that, I abandoned the project and went back to developing other games in Unity 3D. In the years that followed, my interest was rekindled in the project, and I wrote the first real version of Field of Heroes in Unity 3D and released it on itch.io. It didn't really take off, so I later took it down. Believing the issue was with the content and not so much the gameplay, I rebooted the project again in 2019 using Unreal Engine 4. Then, after 2 more years of on and off work, I rebooted the project once more in Unreal Engine 5 and commissioned Meta3D Studios to do the hero and level artwork. Over these past few years, the team at Meta3D Studios and I have worked very hard together to bring the game to where it is today. The most important aspect of Field of Heroes to me is fun. Based on feedback from my own testing and those of my playtesters, many changes were made to hero abilities, weapons, speed, health, and knockdown recovery. Melee fighters are now more balanced against range fighters, and offensive, midfield support, and defensive heroes play better to their strengths. One new feature is that if a hero is knocked down 5 times, they stay on the ground for a longer period of time before being teleported back to their home goal. This encourages players to be more careful when they fight other heroes. Field of Heroes supports computer-controlled heroes backfilling teams without full human player complements. Many improvements and bug fixes have been made to these bots so that they play smarter, but not so smart that they take the fun out of the game. Bots are also designed to put human players first and will pass the ball to them when possible. I also added support for player ability aiming so that they could more effectively attack their targets, and replaced most of the special particle effects in the game to better fit the art style. All these things, together with many bug fixes, make the game feel much better than it did even 9 months ago. In 2025, Meta3D Studios created the art for a 9th field for the game called Sugan Castle, putting us just 1 away from the 10 we want for early access. They also did a total reskin of other fields including Cutthroat Coliseum, Elder Forest, Unknown Ruins, and Slogbog to make the fields better fit the art style and the dimensions we want for the game. Improvements were also made to field metagames, that is, things you can engage in on the field to try to give your team a slight edge over the other team. For example, if you get the most hits on the sandworm in the Yisum Desert, the other team is pulled into their quicksand trap. These improvements are still ongoing. We don't want the satisfying Field of Heroes experience to end when the round is over, so now when a match ends, all players will receive accolades such as MVP based on their performance in a match. These accolades are based on stats such as goals, damage dealt, ball possession time, and team buffs and opponent debuffs, which are also tracked during a match. Eventually, these stats and accolades will be tracked on the Steam leaderboards. In 2025, we brought a fresh new coat of paint to Field of Heroes, starting with the main menu. Through the use of the Rive plugin, our artists can bring characters to life through 2D animations. Following this, we'll be applying a new font throughout the game and creating a suite of standard UI controls that fit the game's art style to use throughout all the menus and screens. One of the game changers of 2025 is the number of online playtests that took place. Private playtests, which include a small group of trusted friends and other AAA game developers, as well as third-party playtests run through GameTester.gg, were invaluable to bringing Field of Heroes closer to its release. At the time of making this video, we're working on a Steam playtest build so that we can broaden the number of testers who play and give us valuable feedback. Late in 2025, Field of Heroes was updated to Unreal Engine 5.6. The engine update addressed a few lingering issues, but introduced some new ones which have been addressed as well. We also intend to update to Unreal Engine 5.7 before the end of the year. In 2025, we commissioned Novi Unlimited to set up Gameon's marketing engine and Steam page for Field of Heroes. Through active accounts on various social media outlets, we are spreading word about Field of Heroes through a trailer, gameplay clips, development updates, and more. We really hope to accelerate our wishlist growth with fresh content and community engagement, and through partnering with content creators and players who will also experience the excitement and challenge that the game provides. Despite the tremendous progress we've made over the years, there's still a lot of work ahead before we can bring Field of Heroes into early access. This includes a backlog of over 100 tasks and bugs, ranging from 15-minute fixes to months-long efforts. The backlog includes things such as support for players creating their own fields and uploading them to Steam Workshop, Twitch integration to allow viewers to cheer on their streamers, a practice field for players to learn the game mechanics, improved controller support, custom match support and player-hosted servers, Steam leaderboard and achievements integration, and game telemetry to use for further hero balancing. This list does not include all the tasks yet to be added by feedback from future playtests. It's a ton of work, but I'm very passionate about this game and I really want to share its fun and potential with the world. So that's where we are with Field of Heroes in 2025. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I also hope you'll support this game by adding it to your Steam wishlist through the link in the description below. You can also follow Gameon on Twitch where I stream development, as well as X and other socials also linked in the description below. And I'm looking forward to seeing you out on the field.